everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hello, I see Sonia in here. How are you? Hi, Ron Wilson. How are you? Hello. How's everybody doing today? All right. Today is going to be a lot of fun. No cooking today, but we're talking. All cooking. We're talking holiday cooking. We're going to have some fun here at the Young's house. All right, Kobe, hello, how are you? What's your name? Mikey? Hello, Brandy, hello. Ron says, come on, guys, give a thumbs up. And Gina Young is saying, come on, y'all, give a thumbs up. I see who's in here, and ain't none of y'all gave a thumbs up. Ain't nobody gave a thumbs up. 113 of you, how are you? Everybody step in, say hello. Hold on, guys, let me sign into my computer here. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm right here. Why do we need to sign into this right now? We're not cooking. Oh, okay. Hey, Sonia, Tina, Jackie, and Juliana. Hello, Brenda and Rhoda. Lorraine is here. Cheryl's here. How's every single person? K-Coffee, Carrie. Hello. Fee is here and Kathy's here today. Ruby and Velva. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today with God on your side. Lillian is here. How are you? Duke is here. Hello. Marilyn and Mildred is here. Hello. What's your name? Let me see. Shantia, hello. Deborah's here. Bird is here. How y'all doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Mildred is saying hello to Ron. Mara's here. Tawana is here. Delina, hello. Miss Selma, hello. Melinda, hello. Raymond, hello. Off work just in time. Hey, this is great. Okay. Guys, I'm taking some Pepto. It's nuts because every time I do think I'm getting butterflies. There's no reason for me to get butterflies, before I come on here, but I believe my husband. He said, I think that you are getting butterflies before you go live because right before I go live, I have to use the restroom. My stomach starts turning all types of ways, and I always have to take some Pepto. How y'all doing today? Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so. You may need to back out of the live to give me a thumbs up. Excuse me, and then come back in. We're going to have a lot of fun today here at the Young's house. Welcome, Amelia. Hello. Syra, let me see how you pronounce that. Lord, I don't know how to say it. Syra Rich 300. Hello. Hopefully I didn't jack your name up. Tawana, hello. Bridget, hello. How is every single person doing? I hope you all are having a great day today. Debbie Altman is here. Hello. Welcome back. My Holy King, hello. Divine is here. Thank you, Neely. I think your name is Neely. Let's see. Neely says, blessings to all. Eula is here. Hello. Listen here. This says, okay, so Samuel is saying overwhelmed right now. To be real, y'all. Okay, what are you overwhelmed about? Nancy, give a thumbs up on the way in, and then we'll get started talking. I have, excuse me for crunching on this Pepto. I have a pencil and a paper. I'm going to be taking notes. And these notes are going to be for some of the questions that y'all are asking me. I'm going to be writing down some notes, and then I'll answer as many questions as I can, talking about the holiday. And then towards the end of the live, we'll just chat it up and have a good old time, okay? Okay, thank you, Mildred. Thank you so much. Hey, Mildred, I got my book here. And I got it on page 79 because I'm going to answer questions about the book, okay? Yes, I am. Derek Eads, how are you? Hello, Ray, hello. Ray says, I'm currently prepping dinner with your foil packets recipe and would love to know, does it all go in together? I have russet potatoes, my broccoli is frozen, and my shrimp is raw. I tell you what, here's what you can do. Throw it all in, and you know shrimp only takes a very small amount of time. You can turn around when you know that everything, the potatoes and everything is nice and cooked, then you turn around and put the shrimp in at the last minute. How about that? That way you don't have shrimp that's overcooked. Okay, that's my way of helping you out. And then what I also want you to do is season your shrimp with salt and pepper, and then right on top of the shrimp, throw a little tiny bit of butter on there. Close it back up, throw it back in the oven, and like I said, once that shrimp gets nice, beautiful, and opaque color, it's done. It's gonna be delicious, but you know your potatoes is gonna take a nice amount of time, unless you pre-boiled them, you know? So that's how you're gonna do that, okay? Ron says, Samuel, dude, I'm with you. Samuel sending prayers, says K Coffee, okay. I hope that Samuel is doing okay. Good evening, Shauna. How are you? I hope you guys are having a great, great, great day today. Welcome. Okay, so he says, keep my friend Jeff in y'all prayers. I don't know if he's alive or not. I have not heard from him in 2 weeks. Okay, well, let's pray for Jeff right now. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we pray for Jeff. And Lord, you know who Jeff is, and you know where he's at and if he's okay or not. We pray in the name of Jesus that you just bless over him, bless over his family and friends and loved ones, and just help whatever situation is going on, that we just pray that you have a hold of the situation in the name of Jesus, and you know what's best. And we thank you, Lord, for hearing and answering this prayer ahead of time. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. You know, listen, you can always pray. You can always pray. You can pray for people you don't know. Pray for situations that you don't know, and you can just say, Lord, you know. Because guess who knows? The Lord knows. And I find myself doing that a lot of times, because I will say, Lord, you know before I know. So just remember, God hears the prayers. God is a good God, and he answers prayers. And that's why we thank him ahead of time. Okay, that's definitely why we thank him ahead of time. And you keep up with me, and you let me know how Jeff is doing, or, you know, how things turned out for Jeff. And hopefully he was okay, you know. I truly need it, guys. Oh, yes, absolutely, no problem, okay? Thank you all for saying amen. Yvette, hello, how are you? Miss Karen says, God is good. You bet. Absolutely, you bet. Okay, what we cooking today, Miss Gina? Well, Gina is kind of relaxing and chilling today. Because guess what? Here, let me flip this over. I'm gonna flip the camera over, but then I'll come right back into the equation here in a second. Okay, let's see. Boom. Look, I got some chicken over here. The chicken is being seasoned, and I had to go live, right? So since I had to go live, I need to season the other side of my chicken. I'm getting that chicken put in the oven. I made mashed potatoes. I showed you all how to make holiday mashed potatoes today, and they were so delicious. They were creamy, they were dreamy, they were fluffy, and they had lots of flavor. So the mashed potatoes that I did for the video, we're gonna have some baked chicken. I'm just gonna throw a vegetable together. That's what I'm having for dinner. But no cooking video today. We are gonna talk holiday. What do you mean we're gonna talk holiday? Well, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you all ask me. I got Dakota over there. That's who's beside me. That's our son, Dakota. Drew Moss, hello. You want the mashed potatoes? You hear me? I hear you. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, I'm gonna answer questions. Everybody's, Ron Wilson said hello, Dakota.
Hey, Ron.
He said, hey, Ron. So, okay, see you later, Debbie. Thank you for coming in and joining us. What are your holiday questions that always kind of trip you up during the holidays? Or you're just not sure how to make something that I can verbally tell you what to do or what the issue is. Like you may have a question that says this. A lot of people are saying hello. Say hello, Dakota.
Hey, guys.
He said, hey. So you may say, Gina, every year I try to make this and something goes wrong. Can you help me with this, okay? So I'm going to be looking at the messages here in just about 2 or 3 more minutes. And then I'm going to start answering your holiday questions. Everybody has questions for the holiday. Everybody wants to know how to switch something up, how to put some more flavor, how come something doesn't turn out right. I'm here for you because I'm answering all the questions and we can start right now. All right. Okay, so the first one that I'm seeing, I see Ron Wilson right there, and he says, now listen, please guys, if I happen to skip over your question, it's never intentionally, and it's definitely not on purpose. It's just that I can't see every single message, okay? All right, so Ron Wilson is saying, every year I make, where'd it go? Let me find it. Let me find it, I got to talking. I thought that he said every year, I don't even see the message. I thought that Ron Wilson said every year I'm gonna try to make dressing and it always turns out dry no matter what I do. What can I do? Well, you can, the first thing I'd like to know is when you cook it, okay, yes, okay, great. When you cook your dressing, do you have it covered in foil? Because when I cook my dressing, I'm gonna cover it in foil. Check me out, okay? Cover the dressing in foil, right? And then, when you want it to get nice, beautiful, and golden brown, you take your foil off, okay? Take your foil off so it can get nice, beautiful, and golden brown and get that crispy edge. Okay, so that's what I always do. And I feel like it cooks up better when you yes, he says, oh, okay. So, I feel like it cooks up better and you don't have to worry about it being not done in the inside when you cover it with foil. And cover it nice and tight, okay? So when you check it, Ron, use a fork, or I'm sorry, use a butter knife, and you go in, and you take your butter knife out, and you kind of, examine the butter knife and see if the butter knife is wet. If the butter knife is kind of wet looking on this side, then we say, it ain't done, right? But let's just say you put it in there and you take it out and it's not wet. It just has just a little bit of stuff on it. That's when it's done, okay? So then you can say, ooh, okay, so the butter knife's not wet. Let's go ahead and take the foil off, get it nice, beautiful, and golden brown. Okay, so when it gets golden brown, the edges are gonna get crispy and you are gonna have a moist dressing every year? Okay, so I'm so glad to answer that question right there. Okay, so let me see the next question, okay? Okay, let me see. Sonata says, does everyone cook turkey every Thanksgiving? I cook turkey every Thanksgiving. And then for Christmas, I'll make a ham. There is some Thanksgiving where I'll make ham and turkey, you know, but mostly for Thanksgiving, it's always turkey. Okay. Oh, you make seafood dressing. Okay. He said, Samuel says, yes, cover the dressing in foil and then take the foil off. It's so nice, beautiful, golden brown. Yes. Okay. So Derek E says, what if you stuff the dressing inside your turkey? What's the question if you stuff? Okay. He says, what if you stuff the dressing inside your turkey? But that doesn't really tell me what you're asking about the stuffing in the turkey, you know? So maybe you can clarify that, and then if I can see your question come about again, I'll answer it for you, okay? Shauna says they should put a red question mark with the question so you can read it. Okay. So now, let's see. I'm looking for some more. Uh-oh, you said yours is like hockey pucks. Well, I tell you what, it's not going to be like that anymore. I promise you. You hear me? Hey, I got you this year, okay? Okay, so Antonia says, I have you ever bake the cake and it didn't come out right and you crumbled it up? Okay, or I think you're saying, have you ever made a cake, it didn't come out right, and you crumbled it up and put it back into your mix and remade another cake? I have never did that, but I have absolutely made a cake before, and when you go to flip it over, you know what I mean? When you go to flip that cake over, some of it sticks to the pan. If that happens to you, don't freak out. Take the part of the cake while it's still hot out of the pan and kind of put it back onto your cake and let it cool down together, and sometimes it'll stick back onto the hot cake. Okay, so I have had cakes, when you flip it over, stick to the inside. I just take the piece that's stuck to the inside, put it back onto my cake, kind of mold it on there, and just let it sit, and I don't bother it. Let it cool down, you know, like that, and then put icing on it. And you know what? Seriously, if you cannot fix that, just put icing over top of the part that's broken. Okay, absolutely. All right. All right, so Brenda Hill is saying, I want to bake a juicy turkey breast. Is there any suggestions? Well, okay. Brenda wants to make a juicy turkey breast. Okay, here's what I'd like to tell you for the turkey breast. I would start off, I would season it, I would brine the turkey breast. I would definitely brine your turkey breast. If you don't know how to make a brine, you can definitely look up how to make a brine. You'll have instructions on how to brine it, okay? And then when you cook it, it's gonna cook up juicy. You hear me? It's gonna cook up juicy, and I highly suggest that you take some butter and put it underneath the skin of the breast, okay? Gotta take some butter in your hand, put it underneath the skin of the breast, and you put butter all over that breast, just like so. And then you lay the skin back down, you season that baby, and I would cook it slow and low. Slow and low, I feel like it would be nice and juicy, but most of all for that turkey breast, I definitely feel like brining it will do the trick for you, okay? What is the ingredient for a super eggnog? I don't know what you mean by a super eggnog. Okay, Tracy, here's what I'm gonna suggest for Tracy. Tracy, you're gonna go to my, super. Okay, you're basically saying for a great eggnog. You're gonna go to my channel, okay? On my channel, I show you all how to make homemade eggnog. My eggnog is delicious, it's eggless, and it is some of the best eggnog you've ever tasted. So now, if you wanna know how to make it right now, you go to my channel, check it out. But then also, I'm gonna be doing an eggnog tutorial for you all, whether I do it live or whether I do a video for you. I'm gonna do it before Thanksgiving so you can be ready. You'll have all the ingredients so you can be the star of your family. You're gonna be able to take this eggnog and people are gonna say, you are kidding me. No, you didn't make this. They're gonna tell you, you didn't make this. They're gonna say, you took it out of, yeah, they are. They're gonna say, you bought this. And you're gonna say, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I made it, right? But it's so delicious, and Gina Young's going to show you how to make it, okay? But if you want to know right now, you check out my video for it, okay? All right. Let's see. What's Dakota's favorite holiday food and why? What is it?
Oh, my favorite holiday food? Probably corn pudding. I love corn.
He said probably the corn pudding. What we made the other day, the scallop corn. He totally loves it. So he said that's probably it. So if y'all didn't see the live the other day, Gina Young showed you all how to make the corn pudding, AKA what I like to call scallop corn. He said that's his favorite. He said he has to have it on his, on his plate, okay? Okay, Gina, Shauna's place has a great idea. She suggested, okay, if you have a question for the holiday, put a red question mark for any questions, and I'm going to go straight to you, and I'll be able to answer it, okay? It's like somebody right here is saying, good idea. Instead of me really paying attention to that comment as much, I can just go straight to the comments that have that red question mark, and it's going to let me know that this person has a holiday question for me, okay? Okay, so Samuel says, potato salad. Is you making it for Thanksgiving? Not for Thanksgiving. I don't make potato salad for Thanksgiving. Okay, so Sue says, giblet gravy. Okay, so the giblet gravy, let's talk about it really quickly. Give a thumbs in on the way up, and if you have not given a thumbs up, back out of this live to give a thumbs up. Let's talk giblet gravy for Sue. I believe that's her name. I turn around and, okay, and how do you make are you saying coleslaw? Coleslaw? Okay, let me write that down. Okay. All right. She says the giblet gravy. All right. Let me have a paper towel, please. Hold on, guys. I got a cough. Daggone it. I still really never got over my cough after being sick. So every once in a while, I still got a cough. Giblet gravy. Let's talk about how I make it, how it's done. I got some water there, but I don't want to drink none because I got the bubble guts. My stomach is all over the place right now. I'm going to let that Pepto work on my stomach first before I drink some water, but I have some water right next to me. Okay, he said the cough lingers. Oh my goodness. Okay, I take the giblets out of the turkey, which is, the neck, the giblets, and the liver. I boil it in like a saucepan. And literally, I have to be honest, I boil it for at least an hour and a half. And that way it's nice and tender. So it's so tender that the turkey neck and the giblets and the liver is so tender. There's people that don't like the liver. If you don't like the liver, just toss it. It really is that simple. You're going to chop the giblets up. You're going to pull the meat. The meat comes off like silk. It comes right off of the neck, right? Okay, so now you boiled your giblets. When you boil your giblets, I season the water that I boiled the giblets in, which is salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and really that's about it. You can put some onions and celery in there as well. So after you take your giblets out, you're going to cut them out. You're going to cut them up, but you are left with this gorgeous broth that has so much flavor. So guess what you can do with that broth? You can turn around and use that broth for your gravy. Okay? You can also add some of the juice from the turkey that you cooked into your gravy for extra flavor, but you don't have to. You can if you want, but you don't have to, okay? So now, I use milk or heavy cream and flour with a little bit of oil in the pan. So I'm gonna take a saucepan. I'm gonna put equal parts oil, equal part, like a half a cup of oil, a half a cup of flour. Okay, I'm gonna take the broth that I boiled my giblets in. I'm gonna pour it after cooking the oil and the flour together for about 3 minutes to get rid of that raw floury taste. You're gonna take that liquid that you boiled your giblets in, pour it on top of there, and mix it. And literally right before your own eyes, it's gonna start to thicken up. Now, it's your choice whether you wanna use milk or heavy cream. Get you some in there and throw your pieces of giblets in your turkey neck that you pulled apart, put it back in there, let it simmer on low, season it once again with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and it is so delicious. And mine's is light in color. You know, it's like a real light brown. It's beautiful and it tastes good and it's so stinking easy. So, there's your question, and you always can rewind this video back, look at the time that we're speaking right now, and you can rewind this back to see how it's made. But that's how it's made, and it's so easy. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at some more. Shirley, I am gonna make a pumpkin pie. Yes, I am. Okay, cooking turkey legs. No, I'm not cooking turkey legs. Oh, you wanna know how to cook turkey legs? If you wanna know how to cook turkey legs, you're gonna make it just like I make my turkey. Okay, and so therefore, you're gonna season it real good. It's up to you if you wanna brine it. You don't have to brine a turkey leg, but you season it real good and you butter down that leg. I'm talking about take some butter in your hands and just smear it all over that leg, okay? And I suggest taking a little bit of foil, putting the foil on the end part of the leg, like right here. That way that part doesn't burn. You just throw them in the oven in a baking dish, a deep baking dish, because you're going to get some liquid off of the turkey legs, okay? You just let them cook until they're golden brown. 165 degrees is what you're looking for. They will cook up so nice and tender. You hear me? And I have to be honest, it might take an hour and something, but it's going to be well worth it. You can put an internal thermometer into the turkey leg, okay? Make sure you don't touch the bone. If you touch the bone, you're going to get an inaccurate reading. Okay? You put it in the thickest part of the leg. You know, the turkey leg looks like this, and then it goes down. You put it in the tallest part. If the bone is right here, don't hit the bone. Stop right there. Okay, 165. It'll be nice, juicy, and tender. Okay, let me get this crazy person out of here. Hold on, guys. Okay. All right, let me see the other questions. Let's see. How do you make duck crispy? Veronica, I have to be honest with you, and I don't make duck. I'm not a professional at making duck. I just have to be honest. So I don't know. Okay, I don't want to answer that if I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Okay, so Chanel says, it's funny you came on. I was just writing down a question to ask you. Will you be making, or can you make a video on how to make pecan pie? Okay, Chanel, I have a video on how to make pecan pie, and I want you to check it out. It's a delicious, easy recipe. But I do have to tell you, there are some people that struggle with making pecan pie. Okay? If you think you're going to struggle, then you go out to your local market, I just have to be honest, and purchase you one, and it's going to be just as delicious as mine's is. But you check out my video for it, see if you're able to do it, you know, give it a test or try. Test it before the holiday if you want, or if you're not sure, pick one up for the market, but I have an amazing video for you for that. Okay? Okay, so Diamond says, what are you doing your mac and cheese? She said, what way are you doing your mac and cheese this year for Thanksgiving? I'm going to do my mac and cheese the Southern way, okay? I have my Grandma Lucille's recipe where we use the cream of chicken soup. We use that little bit of onion, and it's just excuse me, it's an amazing recipe, right? But I'm going to do it the Southern way, where I put a little tiny bit of the sweetened condensed milk in, and listen, it has that umami factor. Make them say, ooh, mommy, where'd she get this recipe from? It's a down south dog dirty recipe. It is so good. People go nuts over it, and that's the one I'm going to be making. Not Grandma Lucille's recipe. Not the one with the onions in it, but the other one. So now, you know I got a video for it. If you don't want to watch the video for it, you will see before the holiday, you're going to see me make my baked macaroni and cheese, okay? So, and I'm going to make that one, and you'll be all excited because it's so simple. A lot of people say, I can't believe she put sweetened condensed milk in it. Is it going to make it sweet? It doesn't, I promise. Just give them like a little umami. It just gives a perfect flavor, okay? All right, let me see. Ah, Ron says the mac and cheese is the biggity bomb. That's what he says. Okay, Derek wants to know how to keep stuffing inside the turkey moist. How to keep the stuffing inside the turkey moist. What you would do is you would put some foil. Check me out. You would put some, so let's just say my face is the turkey. Let's say my hand is the stuffing. So we put the stuffing on right here. This is the stuffing. My face is the turkey, right? And then you turn around and cover the stuffing with foil. Cover the stuffing with foil, okay? When your turkey is done, check me out. When your turkey is done, take the foil off so it can get golden brown, because you want it to have that crispy edge, right? But you also want it to be juicy. Same thing for like we told Ron. Take the foil off to get it brown, cover it so it stays juicy, okay? So that's how that'll work if you're stuffing it, okay? Have you ever considered doing a holiday cookbook? I'd buy it, says Veronica. Listen, I have to say this really quickly. I got to step in real quick and let you all know that Gina Young is going to be doing a cookbook. And I am so stinking excited about this. Now, I don't know how long this can take, but we're not going to rush it. We're not going to rush it. This is going to be a cookbook you're going to want to purchase for all your family and friends and loved ones. You're going to need a couple of them in your house because you're going to be going through these pages so much. I don't know if, you're going to want to buy 2 of them. So, as things go on with putting the cookbook together, I'm going to keep you all updated. Everything just began getting in process as of yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to keep you updated. Soon as the cookbook comes out, y'all are going to be the first ones to know. You hear me? Okay. All right. It does sound good. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Y'all been asking me, and I always would tell you, oh, it's coming, but I never knew when it was coming, but it's really going to come, okay? Like I said, I just can't promise you when. It's going to take some time. And we have to be patient. We ain't got nothing but time, right? All right, I see a lot of people saying I'd buy it. Okay. Don't forget about your chicken on the counter. I'm not going to forget about it. I'm actually going to have Dakota season the other side so we can get it into the oven, okay? Thank you. All right. Gina Young's cookbook finally coming. Okay, he says, I'm going to buy this cookbook. You hear me? Okay, this is great. Valencia says Gina's video is her cookbook. All right, so I'm looking for more questions and I don't see any. Okay, so I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go backwards. Come on. Okay, let's see. Gina, I'm only cooking. Okay. Gina, I'm only cooking for 2 this year. Thinking about doing turkey wings. Can they be cooked in a bag Okay. For extra flavor and juiciness. Evie, yes, they can. Great question, and you kind of answered your question. You kind of answered your own question. Absolutely. You cook them in a bag, they're going to get nice and tender, and you don't be afraid to season them. Use some good seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, poultry seasoning. Poultry season because it's the holiday, okay? Get that poultry seasoning in there. Don't be afraid if you like onions and celery. Put your turkey wings on top of a bed of onions and bell peppers and celery if you want. If you don't like celery, just use onions and bell pepper. And that flavor from those veggies that roast is going to permeate the meat. It's going to give great flavor as well. You go ahead and use that bag and you see how tender it's going to get. Okay, great question. And like I said, you pretty much answered your own question. Okay, what's your favorite Sunday dinner to cook? Okay, hold on. On broccoli and rice and cheese, how can I keep mine from being juicy? On broccoli, rice, and cheese, how can I keep mine from being juicy? Okay, wait, I don't know if you worded that right. Let me see. Let me try to answer it again. Broccoli, rice, and cheese, how can I keep mine from being juicy? Do you not want it to be juicy? Do you want it more dried out? How can you keep it from being juicy? Okay, it's too watery. Okay. Well, I highly suggest using a fresh broccoli. You don't want it runny. Okay, use a fresh broccoli. Chop it up in small pieces. If you use a frozen broccoli, it's going to turn out runny, and that's kind of disgusting, right? We all love frozen broccoli. I like frozen broccoli, but sometimes you need to use it fresh. If you use a fresh head of broccoli. Chop your pieces small, okay? And it's not going to be as watery as the broccoli that comes frozen. Because that frozen broccoli, when it thaws out, it pretty much turns into a whole lot of water. Okay, so your problem is solved. All right, yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay, Deborah says, Gina, tell me how to make chicken and dumplings. Well, and then I'll look at Chanel's message here. Okay, let me see. Chanel says, okay, hold on. Let me write down chicken and dumplings. Chicken dumplings. And then Chanel is saying, what kind of meat do you use in your greens? Or green beans? Okay, hold on. Greens, green beans. Hold on. I can't even read my own writing. Hold on. Oh, I can't write fast. Okay. I am going to make homemade sweet potato pies. Yes. Okay. So now she says, tell me how to make chicken and dumplings. You're going to check out my video for how to make chicken and dumplings. I have several videos for how to make the drop dumplings. Excuse me, if you want to make them homemade, or if you want to make the kind that's homemade and they come frozen, which is most of the time that's what I like to use. But it's an amazing recipe. You check it out. All you got to do, type in Gina Young homemade chicken and dumplings, and wham, bam, there you go. Okay, so Chanel says, what meat do you like to put in your greens or your green beans for the holiday? Now, when I make green beans for the, there's a couple of different type of green beans I make. There is a green bean, I'm sorry guys. There is a green bean that I like to make where I use, when I make the canned green beans, I like to use bacon, okay? And then you'll see me use that accent and the onions, and that's in the canned green beans. Now, when I make fresh snapped green beans where we snap the green beans, I'll turn around and put some ham hocks in there or some smoked turkey meat. And now, so if you want to see right now, you check out my video because I got videos for it, okay? Or if you want to wait in a couple of days, you'll be seeing me make those greens. You're going to be seeing me make the holiday green beans, okay? See which one you want to make. You're not going to be disappointed in any of them. If you're a person that eats just turkey, get you some smoked turkey tails, smoked turkey wings, smoked turkey legs. All of that's delicious. Ham hocks, delicious, okay? Any roast for Thanksgiving. I never have, but I would love to. This year might be where I turn around and make some roast and some turkey. Everybody loves roast, right? I might. We'll just see. Do you make, Valencia saying, do you make your own cornbread for your dressing? Okay, great question. Dakota, come here. Dakota, come here. I gotta tell him season this other part of the chicken. Hold on, I got some chicken on the stove boiling for the dogs with no seasoning. But then, Dakota, I need you to wash your hands right now. Like, really wash your hands. Get them nice and clean. Wash your arms. Okay? Was you asleep?
No, that's on my eye.
Okay, wash your hands. What do you have? Huh? Wash your hands, your arms, get yourself nice and clean. And then I need you to season that chicken with all those spices that I have there, okay? And then you turn that chicken over. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna knock him out. All right, use that again. Use that again. Season it and get in the oven. I got the oven on, okay? And I think we can turn the dog's chicken off, okay? All right. Okay. Ooh, I saw a question. Somebody said something. What did somebody say? Are you going to make homemade sweet potato pies? I am. You'll get to see it. It's going to be exciting. What is your favorite Sunday dinner to cook? Okay, my favorite on Sundays. Just to be honest, on Sundays I relax. Y'all see, I don't do much on Sundays. We really we relax. We totally relax out. Like, we don't do anything. No recording, no editing. On Sundays, you see me here in my PJs. I'll wake up on Sundays and I'll watch church. And then after that, I'll take a good shower. I'll put some PJs back on and I relax. Sometimes I don't even cook on Sundays. I know there's a lot of families that cooks on Sundays. I'm not that family because on Sundays I relax. Because throughout the whole week, now don't poke a hole in there, Dakota. If you poke a hole in there, I'm gonna need a whole nother pan. On Sundays, I like to relax because y'all know all throughout the week, I'm busy. I'm pumping out videos and working hard, and I feel like I should take Sunday to relax. Okay, let me see. Any beans for Thanksgiving? Now, for beans, yeah, I'm about to put boxing gloves on and knock him out. Not too much salt. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Go ahead, continue the season. Not too much salt. That is salt, okay? We don't want it too salty. You know which ones you seasoned? Okay. All right, now you don't have to worry about how much of that. And that flavor Reese, you put that on there. Get every part seasoned. Get that piece of chicken in the corner. Help me. You got that one? Okay, go ahead. You're going to put about this much water in the bottom of the pan with some butter, okay? You hear me? Okay. I'm back and I'm okay, and he's going to be okay. All right. Okay, let me see. The cornbread for the dressing. Okay, so she's saying, do you make the cornbread homemade when you make your dressing? What I do is I make the Jiffy cornbread. I use 2 boxes. Check me out. I use 2 boxes of the Jiffy cornbread. I turn around and I don't put too much. Okay, that's good. Let the flavor lead. So you got to put your fingers in that spice and then spread it all over. Okay, and I want paprika, I want a little water, a little butter, and throw it in the oven. So after I make my cornbread, the cornbread is done. I turn around and I cut the cornbread into little squares, about like this, right in the pan, okay? I just take a butter knife and cut the cornbread into squares, and then I kind of fluff it up. And you'll see like little cornbread croutons, okay? Then I'll take them croutons, cornbread croutons, I throw them back in the oven to get them kind of hard and crispy. I don't want them golden brown, but I kind of let them dry out in the oven, so to speak, like a crouton would be. They don't get extremely hard, but they get dried out a little bit. So then I take my croutons and I mix it together with the cornbread mix. I have celery and onions. Sometimes I use bell peppers, all sauteed. I put that in there with my seasonings, right? And then proceed mixing everything. Okay? So that's what I do with the cornbread. Okay, you done with that? Don't put the water on the chicken, right? Put it in the corner. Okay. A little bit of water. A little bit of butter, and throw it in the oven. Okay, let me see. Nerly says your cornbread and bread dressing is the best in the world. Thank you, Nerly. Hey, thank you so much. Now, here's what I discovered. There has been times where I use cream of chicken in my dressing. It's delicious. I have to say it's delicious. It is delicious, right? But then what I realized is you don't have to put cream of chicken in your dressing in order for it to be delicious. So now, during trial and error of cooking so many years, go ahead and put it in the oven. Is the oven already on? Okay. During trial and error, cooking dressing so many times, I realized I don't need cream of chicken in my dressing to make it taste delicious. It'll taste delicious with it or without it. So I'd like to say it's really you guys' choice whether you want to put it in there or not, okay? Somebody says, any fish this Thanksgiving? No fish this Thanksgiving. I never do fish for Thanksgiving. And somebody also asked, do we make beans for Thanksgiving? I always do. Okay, let me see. Brands of turkey at Kroger goes from $1.49 a pound to, oh my good, to $4.49 a pound. Lord help us, yes. Oh my good, that is what you call inflation. That's what you call inflation, right? Oh, Debbie says cream of asparagus is good. I bet it is. Okay, so somebody had asked, they said, now, any beans? A lot of times I'll make a small batch of black-eyed peas for my Thanksgiving. And I find that people really enjoy a little bit of beans for Thanksgiving. So I feel like that's definitely something I'm going to do this year once again, is make some black-eyed peas and a little bit of rice to go underneath them. So yes, I'm a true fan of beans for the holiday. Okay, what pudding brand, I didn't get to see, do you use for your banana pudding? Where do you buy it? Yvonne, I buy, whatever market I go to. I may go to Kroger's, I may go to Walmart. Heck, I could go to Save-A-Lot. You never know. But I get the Jell-O name brand puddings. And I have bought the vanilla pudding. I have bought the white chocolate pudding for banana pudding. But I love to use those instant puddings, not the kind that you put on the stove and you heat it up. Just the kind that you put 2 cups of milk in it, stir it up, and it thickens up on its own. That's what I love to use. Most of the time, I'm using vanilla pudding, okay? It always turns out so good. How about homemade rolls? I will be making, I don't know. So your question is how about homemade rolls? I do make homemade rolls. I make my grandma's Seward homemade dinner rolls. I have a video for it, and I'd like for you to check it out. So you can, if you are the person that wants to make homemade dinner rolls, you can check that video out. It's 4 years ago, but listen, that's what you want. If you want a homemade yeast roll, those yeast rolls right there, you better make 2 batches of them because they're so delicious. So he says, Ron, he says he said, that's crazy. He said, how do people supposed to eat? He said, they're going to eat the grass outside? Oh, my goodness. Are you making a sweet potato souffle this year? That's one of my favorite recipes of yours. I don't make a souffle, but I make a sweet potato casserole. And yes, I will be making that. That's one of my husband's favorites. Oh my goodness, it's my husband's favorite. I told you all the funny story about my husband's friend one year came over for Christmas. I made sweet potato casserole. He had never had this. He wasn't really sure what my name was. He came over. I made a big meal, and a sweet potato casserole was on the menu. And he looked at me and he said something, Miss Sweet Potato. He said, Miss Sweet Potato, right? And I'm looking at my husband like, I don't know why he's calling me Sweet Potato, right? My husband's looking like, right? He's looking like that. He said, listen, he said, I'm so sorry. He said, I forgot your wife's name. He said, but that sweet potato casserole was so good. I never had anything like that in my whole life. So he called me Sweet Potatoes. When he said that, me and my husband died laughing on the floor. So yes, that sweet potato casserole, it's a staple. It's definitely a must here for every holiday at the Young's house. It's definitely a staple. I'm going to be making it. It is delicious and it's so easy to make. My Holy King says, I'm making jack mackerel for the vegetarians on Thanksgiving. Oh, great. Okay, okay. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's any other questions. Those dinner rolls are the best. Yes, they are. Thank you. Yes, the yeast rolls are delicious. Can you add broth to green bean casserole? I say no. Guess why? Because for that casserole, you don't want it to be liquidy. When I made it the other day, I put a little too much milk in it. I only want y'all to use a half a cup of milk and that's it. You want it to be kind of thick. You know, not thick like plaster, but you don't want it to, you don't need broth because it'll be too watery and runny. Only a half a cup of liquid goes in it. So let's just say you're the person that doesn't want to use milk. If you don't want to use milk, you can use that half a cup of broth, okay? But if you don't mind using the milk, just use a half a cup of milk, that's it. Okay, we don't want it to be runny. You don't want your green bean casserole to be runny, but that's a great question. What about cranberry sauce? We're going to be making it. I'm going to be making it here in a couple days. Do you put walnuts in ambrosia salad? Yes, walnuts, yes. He said that that sweet potato casserole is my main dish, and oh man, it will win you over. Yes, it will. Okay, so Rocky, is that your name? Says yes, it's bomb. That sweet potato casserole is so darn good. Thank you. Okay, so Eula says, what king cake are you making? Well, I will definitely be making a pineapple upside down cake. I'm gonna be making sweet potato pie for sure. I'm gonna be making a pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make my better than anything cake, and then anything else under the sun when it comes to desserts, I'm probably gonna purchase them. Just to be honest, because you all couldn't imagine all of the cooking I'm gonna be doing. You know, I might purchase something like a lemon meringue pie or something, you know. Yes, or a chocolate silk pie that's frozen and all you gotta do is thaw it out. So that's how I work my holiday stuff. I don't sit here baking. You know how you hear people, oh, I've been baking for the past 3 weeks. No, Gina Young's not gonna do that. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm making a couple desserts and the other ones will be frozen, and all I gotta do is thaw them out, and guess what? The guests are gonna love that too. Yes. So are you going to have your family over for Thanksgiving? It's just going to be us because it's, you know, with the big C, you know, it's C-O-V-I, you know how to finish spelling it. You got to be safe. And so it's just going to be us. And we like to, I work with the small circle. Yeah, if you know what that means. I like to keep a small circle. So it's just going to be us here. And that's what it's been for the past, I'd like to say 4 or 5 years now. Absolutely, and we have a good stinking time. Oh, I got a small circle. Okay, let me see. What's your favorite dish to make for Thanksgiving? Okay, and I think that was, let me see your name there. That's Raymond. What's your favorite dish to make for Thanksgiving? One of my favorite things to make is the eggnog because it's so exciting. And another thing to make is my gravy. I have a lot of fun making the gravy, the giblet gravy. And then, I'm gonna be making my grandmom's this year. I'm gonna be making my grandmom's linguine pasta salad. It is like to die for. Like you'll get a whole new life when you taste it. Okay, so I'm definitely making that. Yes, I make garlic mashed potatoes. That's the video I showed you all. Let's see. That's the video I showed you all today. Now somebody says, what about cranberry sauce? Cranberry sauce is definitely a must, and I'm making it homemade. I'm making it homemade. I'm going to show y'all how to make it. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm going back down the messages. Let's see. All right, I'm looking at the messages. Carrot cake. I am in love with carrot cake. I love it. I don't know if I'm making it. I don't know if I'm making it for this holiday, but I love it. Okay, let's see. I will be showing you how to make rum cake, Miss Karen, but that will be for Christmas. Rum cake is for Christmas. Okay, Ella says, how about that, Gina? Did you see my message or your question? I didn't see your message, Ella. Can you message me again? Okay, so Pretty Girl says, facts on the small circle. Absolutely. Okay, so Alan has a great question. Okay, so T. Rose says, I admire your confidence, Gina. Thank you so much. Deviled eggs, says Derek. Absolutely. Gotta have deviled eggs. I'll make a small batch, but enough, enough so you can have at least 3 or 4 of them on your plate, Okay, what was Ella's question? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, so he says, I'm an introvert all day, but I can be extrovert once you get to know. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. I've always been to myself, but when it comes to cooking, you know, my channel, talking cooking, teaching cooking, I've really come out of my shell, you know? Okay, so Sonia says, my circle is small too, Gina, just 3 of us. Yeah, that's how we are. It's just us, you know, and I'm happy with that, you know? Ah, do you make holiday breakfast as well? Okay, so now, great question. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll turn around and make a breakfast casserole where everything goes into a baking dish and you bake that baby in the oven and it's so good. Or you'll see me make the French toast casserole, throw it in the oven. It tastes like bread pudding, but you just slice it, pour some syrup on there, and make some eggs on the side. French toast casserole is beautiful for the holidays. You got all type of stuff going on at your house. Last thing you want to do is be frying some fried potatoes and onions in the morning. Make a French toast casserole, throw it in the oven, and breakfast is served. Put on a nice cup of, a nice pot of coffee, right? And wham bam, right? Because probably early that morning you're cooking, you know, you're getting dinner stuff going. Okay. What about, okay, he said, I just answered the breakfast. Okay, because Derek says, what about for breakfast foods? What can you make for the holidays? Or you could just make omelets. Make everybody an omelet that morning and, you know, an omelet and get some croissants. And breakfast is served. You don't make no big old huge breakfast. But I'd like to say, for Christmas, I'll make a big breakfast for Christmas. You know, because Christmas's dinner isn't as big as Thanksgiving. Yeah, kind of like a frittata. What was your question, Alan? Let's see. Alan says, did you see? Oh, you're making some yellow rice. Yum. Okay. Good question about the holiday breakfast. It was. It was. Now, and sometimes my husband will go to a donut spot, pick up some nice donuts, pick up some milk to have your milk on ice, you know what I mean? Or some eggnog or orange juice, whatever they like. They can have donuts. They can have something, you know, and while you're cooking. You said I used to party every weekend, but now you're introvert. Yeah, I'm going to try your lemon, but oh yeah. Okay, so he says he's going to try the lemon potato salad this year. He's going to love it. Okay, let me see. I'm looking for more questions. Okay, let's see. Gina, are you going to make strawberry cake for the holidays? I'm not making a strawberry cake for the holidays. No, I never make a strawberry cake. No, but someone had wanted me to show them how to make the strawberry pretzel salad. I'm definitely going to do that because I feel like this is definitely something you all are going to want on your holiday table. It's delicious. And I told you all, the crust is made from pretzels, sugar and butter, and you pack it in the bottom of your dish as if you were making a graham cracker crust. You make like this cheesecake filling, and then you use Jell-O and strawberries, and you pour it on the top, put it in the refrigerator, and then you have this gorgeous layered dessert. This Jell-O with strawberries in it, cheesecake in the middle, and you got this beautiful sweet and salty pretzel crust that is just like outstanding. I'm gonna do a video for it, so you guys will get to see it. Are you going to do corn on the cob this Thanksgiving? No, because I do, but I love corn on the cob. But I do the corn casserole. I mean, the corn pudding, the scallop corn. So that's my corn that I do. But I would love to one year do corn on the cob. I would love to do, I think it's a great idea for Thanksgiving. Oh, Brenda says Bavarian donuts are the best. I love them. I love them. My husband doesn't like the donuts to have the stuff in the inside. He says, no, thank you. He likes the, I think they're I don't know what they're called. They're kind of twisted. They're about this, and they're twisted. So he likes those, and he likes the glazed donuts. He's kind of simple when it comes to donuts. But I like the kind that have the Bavarian. I like the kind that has like the cherry filling in the inside. I like all kind of donuts. I don't like the plain cake donuts. But I think that's a great thing to do for your holiday. Boston cream, yeah, the twisted pretzels, Please consider doing a live next week making dressing so that we are ready for that. Oh, I'm gonna, listen, Ella, you hear me. Ella, I'm gonna get you ready. I'm gonna get you ready for Thanksgiving. Every single thing that you all wanna know how to make, I'm doing a video for you, or I'm doing live, okay? I'm doing either a video showing you how to do it, or I'm going live showing you how to do it. So you just make sure your notification bell is on. Make sure you press all so you can get all notifications anytime Gina Young goes live, post, post a community post, or, I make a video. So, because I don't want you to miss it, because you're wanting the dressing. Okay, now if you can't wait, Ella, if you can't wait to see the video or the live, then you just go right on over to my channel and check out the different types of ways that I like to make dressing. You're gonna totally love it. And the flavor, outstanding. Okay, let's see what people are talking about. Baked mac and cheese live. Okay. You want the baked mac and cheese live. You said yours is always dry. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make it where it's not dry. And you can't be afraid to use milk. So when I make the southern baked macaroni, you'll see that I'm using milk. You're gonna see that I'm using eggs, and you're also gonna see that I'm using evaporated milk. Right? Those three right there is going to keep it, listen, so creamy, so dreamy, so delicious, and yours will not be dry. I promise you. It's a promise. If you follow what I'm doing, you take notes, you're going to make it, and you're not going to forget how it's done. Okay? It's so easy. It's not going to be dry. Cinnamon rolls, yes, I make homemade cinnamon rolls, and I want you to check it out. I make the apple fritters as well. Okay, Ella says, I feel more family-like when we do live. It is totally family-like, you bet it is. And we have a lot of fun, right? Okay, so I'm gonna write this down. Ella, let me make sure that's your name. Yeah, Ella is wanting the dressing. And Raymond, I think it's Raymond, is wanting the mac and cheese. Okay. So, all right. So I see that Ella is wanting dressing live, and Raymond is wanting macaroni and cheese live. Okay, those two are definitely doable. Okay, keep in mind that I'm making a ton of stuff, like I said, so all of it can't be made live. Some of it will be in video form, but hey, it's the same thing. I know, but I know what you're saying when you say, Gina, go live and do it, Happy Monday, Emmy. Thank you for coming in and joining us. Gina, I never made a turkey before. The thawing is what's going to scare me. I want to do it for Christmas, so I don't do it like chicken. And you know what, Mildred, I'm going to help you. You can email me. You can email me, right? But I want you to make sure. Okay, let me see. You're doing it for Christmas. I want to do it for Christmas. Okay, so you're gonna make sure you have your turkey in the refrigerator for, all depending on how big it is. If you got a 19-pound turkey, you have it in the bottom of your refrigerator, the very, very bottom of your refrigerator, at least for 5 days so it can be thawing out. If it's not 19 pounds or over, then you can put it in there for 4 days. It's going to be thawed out, okay? So don't worry about the thawing out process. And then I got you on the cooking aspect because I'm going to show you in detail how it's done. From cleaning out, you know, from cleaning it, taking the giblets out, cleaning it. I'm going to show you how to clean it. I'm going to show you how to wash it. I'm going to show you how to season it and how it's cooked, okay? I'm going to show you everything in detail, how to do the turkey, okay? I'm going to let you know the size of the turkey that I purchased, how long we cooked it and everything, okay? So nobody has to be afraid. You can do it. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Don't you ever forget that. Where do you begin cutting your veggies on Thanksgiving? Oh, listen, you can, hey, who's asking me that? Annie, you can cut your veggies 2 days ahead of time if you want. Yes, I will take you step by step. Yes, I will. Okay. Do you use a turkey rub? I don't, my holy king. I just use the spices that I love to use. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, poultry seasoning, butter, paprika, parsley flakes. Make it look nice and beautiful. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, poultry seasoning, parsley flakes, nice amount of butter, okay? Yes, absolutely. So I don't go out and purchase like a turkey rub. That's our turkey rub, okay? Those seasonings. How to manage the cooking, okay? And that's Shifleen, hopefully I'm saying your name right. How to manage the cooking. I'm gonna tell you how it's done. I do most of my cooking the day before the holiday. I just do, because I'm not gonna drive myself nuts. I'm not gonna drive myself nuts cooking everything the day of. The day of, I'm gonna have mashed potatoes cooking, which don't take no time, you know. I'm gonna be making the gravy, which take no time. You know, I'll probably make the deviled eggs that day. Little tiny stuff like that can be cooked that day. But the day before, I'm making greens. I'm making a big old pot of green beans. I'm making sweet potato casserole. I'm making baked macaroni. All of that stuff that takes a while to cook, you cook it the day before. Cook it the day before and put it in the refrigerator. A cranberry sauce, you can make it 2 days ahead of time if you want, or a day ahead of time. But the easy stuff, mashed potatoes, gravy, deviled eggs, make that stuff the day of, okay? And that's it. Because here's the thing, you got this whopping huge bird that you want to cook, right? Yes, you do. So I cook my bird at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, knowing that it's going to be done around 2 o'clock a.m. Okay? So the night before, I'm cooking everything the night before, making sure my oven is nice and clear, and I ain't got nothing else to bake but my turkey. And like I said, I put it in 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And then the next morning, all I got to do is take that broth from my turkey and use a little bit of it for my dressing. Put a little bit in my gravy. You know, I'm doing little tiny stuff the day of because you're going to have family over. You're going to want to relax. You're going to want to eat with your family. You don't want to be doing like this. You know, you cooking this, you cooking that. You ain't got time to sit down. You can't visit with grandma. You can't see the baby because you're doing this. Nope. Cook it the day before and relax. Okay, and clean up as you go. When you clean up as you go, you're going to be stress-free. Yes, you will. How will you marinate or butter rub inside the turkey? Okay, how do I butter rub? I take some butter in the palm of my hand, like right here. I smack some butter up in the inside of the cavity. You know, where the legs are, there's that hole there. That's called the cavity. You rub the butter all in there, right? Yes. You can put like a half a lemon in there. You can put a little bit of celery and onion, some garlic in there for flavor. Really, you can. And you season it. You have somebody lift it up and open the legs, and you shake some seasoning in there. That way the inside can have flavor as well. You could put some fresh spices in there, like if you want to use some thyme, it would be beautiful. You know, like, yeah, absolutely. You can get some seasoning down in there. Absolutely you can. Yeah, okay, so T Rose says you can have somebody else bring mashed potatoes. Have somebody else bring something. Absolutely, and I think that's a great idea. If you have a family that loves to cook, you can say, hey, okay, I'm assigning this person to make this. I'm assigning you to make this. I'm gonna make this. You make that. He's gonna make that. We get together and we have a great time for the holiday. Absolutely. Will you be doing the injection for the turkey? No, I don't. I don't, I never do. And it's always juicy. Okay, and it has flavor. All right. Gina, are you going to make broth, stuffing, and dressing? I don't know what you mean, broth, stuffing, and dressing. I don't know. Uh-oh, Mike. Mike the ruler is saying, I did my turkey last year from one of your videos. It was the juiciest turkey ever. Thank you, Gina. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Listen, if you guys just listen to me, I am teaching y'all in detail. I want for your holiday to be the best holiday you've ever had. So if you're watching, you take notes, or you rewatch the video, it's okay to stop the video, pause the video, rewind the video to see what I'm doing the next step, and pause it, okay? Rewind it again, play it. Let's just say you gotta go use the restroom. Stop the video, and then when you get done, you push play again, and you can watch it. If you think you forgot something, rewind the video. And it's that simple. It's that simple because I am teaching over here in detail. Yeah, so T Rose says guests like to bring desserts. Absolutely. You know, there might be some guests that like to bring some type of drink or something like that. Absolutely. You know, some people might like to bring paper towels, and that's great, right? Tell them to bring paper plates and paper towels, right? Hey Gina, will you be making homemade rolls? That's Wanda McMorris. How are you? Gina is the teacher. Thank you. I may make the homemade dinner rolls, but I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I love it, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time, you know? Now, there is a dinner roll, and it's called, I have some in my refrigerator. They are called, let me get them. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get them out because guess what? These dinner rolls are so delicious. And when I tell you they're delicious, these dinner rolls taste like my Grandma Seward's dinner rolls. The homemade yeast rolls that I make, these dinner rolls stand up against them. So that's why I purchased them. So I'm getting ready to show them to you. And I don't want you to forget the name, because you might want to purchase these for your holiday. They can be expensive, but I tell you what, it's worth buying them because they are so delicious. Let me grab them out the refrigerator right now. All right, I'm getting them out. I think you're getting ready to be really excited about this. Okay, hold on. Okay, I know you're going to be all excited. Okay. I don't know how I forgot the name of them. Okay, here they are. All right, so these are Sister Schubert's Parker House dinner rolls. These were in my freezer. These dinner rolls right here, oh, these dinner rolls right here make you want to smack somebody. They are so delicious. They are so succulent. They are so easy. Listen, but don't heat them up too long. You just heat them up just a little bit, and when they come out, you butter them with real butter, okay? If you don't want to make my grandmom's homemade dinner rolls, you make these and you'll be able to taste Grandma Seward's dinner rolls and what they taste like, okay? Because this right here, like I said, it's second best. And that's why I keep them in my freezer, okay? So let me show y'all once again. That's it, okay? It'll be in your freezer section in your local market, maybe Walmart. Well, no, I'm saying maybe, but I'm for sure they're at Walmart. They are at Kroger's. I'm not sure if they're at H-E-B or whatever market you have. Call your local market to see if they have these. And if they have them, you better get you some, okay? Especially if you're that person that doesn't want to make them homemade, you know. Hold on, I'm going to turn the fan off, guys. Hold on. Okay. So has anybody ever heard of those dinner rolls yet? Okay, so what does Sonia? Sonia says, oh, and see, Derek says, yep, I get mine at Walmart. Okay, Sonia says, I'm going to try those rolls. Raymond, listen, Sonia, yes, Sonia, they are so good. You're going to message me like, girl, them rolls right there are so delicious. So now, when there's times that I don't want to make Grandma Seward's rolls, I definitely make those, and people say, what the heck? These things is good, right? It's not like, you know the brown and served dinner rolls that we used to have when we were younger? It's nothing like that. These are homemade yeast dinner rolls, and they succulent. So good. They are that good. He said they're going to make you smack somebody. That's what Derek said. See Life says you sold them rolls for me. Yes, I did, didn't I? It wasn't sponsored, but they're that good, seriously. They are that good. I just kept them on my counter because guess what? We're going to have them tonight. We're going to have them with the chicken. Oh, no peach cobbler for the holiday. No peach cobbler. Although, I love my peach cobbler, you know. But I'm not going to have it for the holiday. But can't smack. You said she gave me life, she'll take me out. Gina, have you seen the recipes with the beer can turkey? I have. And I've actually made a beer can chicken before, where you literally set your chicken on the beer can, and the beer will kind of evaporate into the beautiful protein of the meat, and it gives a great taste. I have had it. You will definitely have a juicy chicken. So they are delicious. Oh, Tawana says, I made your peach cobbler last weekend and my family loved it. Oh, that's great. Oh, you said, so nice, says, I just added those rolls to my Walmart cart. Listen, how many did you get? You might want to get 2 or 3. Everybody says, I'll be getting those rolls for sure. Can you make anything with blueberries for the holidays? I just love blueberries. Aha, Derek. Okay, so Derek, you know, so if you ask me, can I make something with blueberries? Derek, I don't use blueberries a whole lot. But when I do use the blueberries, Hold on. Oh, you added them to Instacart. Oh, add blueberry dumplings. Oh my goodness. Okay, listen. So Derek, when I do blueberries, it's either like a blueberry compote to put on top of ricotta pancakes, or I'll make my lemon blueberry pound cake. I don't have a lot of recipes where I use blueberry. So you could definitely make you up a nice fresh fruit salad. Absolutely you can, right? Get you some strawberry, get your favorite fruit. You might like strawberries, you might like pineapple and blueberries. Cut them up, get them nice and clean, put them in a bowl. And then you also could purchase the fruit dip. Get you one of them little things of fruit dip that's in the produce section and listen here. Dip your strawberries, your pineapple, your blueberries into that fruit dip and you are in heaven, right? So like I said, that's something great that you could do just for yourself. Or if you wanted to make a big thing for your family, absolutely. And make sure you get an extra fruit dip for yourself. You know, I'm so serious. He says, oh, Mom. Yes, I'm so serious because a lot of people, believe it or not, I did. Ron says, you made blueberry pies. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and they were good. I feel like if you were to make a nice fruit salad for the holiday for your family, they would be like, okay, this is nice. Because not everybody wants heavy stuff. You know what I mean? Not everybody wants heavy stuff. Now, I make a, is it called ward-off salad? I make an ambrosia salad. I make a ward-off salad. And in that salad, I believe it's, I don't know if it's the ambrosia or ward-off. I'm kind of mixing the two names up. But this is what I grew up on. My grandma Seward, which was my mom's mom, that the one that lived in Chillicothe, she would make every year, and my mom would make it too. It's the ward-off. Okay, so let me tell you how interesting this is, because this recipe really takes a twist and turn that people say, what? Okay, so listen, here's what happens. You're gonna cut some apples. Everybody loves apples, right? Why not? You're gonna slice some bananas. And when you slice the bananas, put a little bit of lemon juice on them so that they don't turn brown in your dish, okay? Get some walnuts. Check me out. Get some walnuts. You're gonna do some grapes. You can do purple or green. Just slice them in half. Make sure they're seedless. And then, I don't know if it's like little pieces of pineapple in there. Let's see, so we're gonna have apple, sliced banana, walnuts, sliced grapes. I think the pineapple is left out. But you turn around and you have a 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, right? Y'all know what Cool Whip is. And then you mix in a really interesting ingredient. You mix in 1/3 of a cup of savory mayonnaise. Like, I know right now y'all are flipping right now, saying, what she did, what? Yes, 1/3 cup of savory mayonnaise. Mix it in with the Cool Whip and you have a miracle. It's like a miracle happens, right? Right now you're saying, what is Gina talking about? It's so good. It's so good. So you mix it up in the fruit. It is so stinking good and everybody loves it. So at my house growing up, we would always have that. And you got that little crunch from the walnuts. And you don't overwhelm it with too many walnuts. You got that beautiful banana. You got apples that have been chopped up about this small. Banana slices, excuse me, and grapes. You got the mayonnaise, that little tiny bit of mayonnaise. 1/3 of a cup is a tiny bit. And a whole 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. Mix it together and it's creamy, it's white, and then you have the colors of maybe if you put purple grapes in it or you put green grapes, you got that color shining through. You got the color of the apple shining through. All right, and it's just beautiful, and it tastes so good. It's like a palate cleanser that you can have for people that want something light, that don't want a real heavy dessert. Hey, listen, we could talk about this all night, but that recipe, I have that video. You can check it out because you're gonna really be interested in that. What's the secret to creamy macaroni and cheese? I always struggle to make my roux. Okay, so that's Brandy speaking to me. Brandy? Okay, let's talk about the roux first. Oh, the celery! We left out the celery. For the Waldorf salad, we left out the celery. It's odd that we're using all these fruits, but then you put a little bit of celery in it, and listen, a match made in heaven. Okay, I forgot about that, so thank you. Brandy says, I always struggle with my roux. Brandy? Okay, so let's just say this. No more struggling with the roux. I'm gonna answer your question. When you're making a roux, what's very important is you're gonna use fat, and that fat may be oil, it could be Crisco, it could be lard, it could be butter, any of those. And then you're gonna have flour. If you happen to, when you watch my baked macaroni and cheese recipe, you're gonna see me make the roux, okay? So be looking forward to that. Now, you're gonna use equal part fat, equal part flour. So if I use a half a cup of oil or butter, you're gonna use a half a cup of flour, equal parts. Half a cup oil or butter, whichever one, or Crisco, whatever. You let it melt. Then you put a half a cup of flour in. You mix it, right? You stir it for about 3 to 4 minutes. What's the purpose for stirring it? The purpose for stirring it and letting it cook for 3 or 4 minutes is you want that raw flavor to cook off. After the raw flavor cooks off, and not until then, give it 3 to 4 minutes, okay? Then is when you'll add in your broth or your milk or whatever you're using, okay? That might be a chicken broth. It might be, excuse me, it might be some type of milk that you put in. And then literally, once you start adding your liquid in, you're gonna begin to see that things are starting to thicken up, okay? So that's how a roux is made. And you're gonna see it all happen when I show you how to make this baked macaroni, okay? It's easy, it never fails. If you use, let's just say you used a cup of oil, then you need a cup of flour, okay? Half a cup of oil, half a cup of flour. Whatever, how much of oil you use or butter you use, you're gonna use the same amount of flour. Mix it together, let the raw flavor cook for 3 to 4 minutes, and voila, okay? And then when you're mixing in your liquid, whether it's broth, whether it's milk or heavy cream or whatever, you keep stirring it in. Keep stirring it into that flour like this so you get no lumps, okay? So when my dad was teaching me how to make gravy when I was little, he would have me do one or the other. Which one you want to do? You want to whisk or you want to pour? And sometimes I might say, I want to pour. So when I was pouring in the liquid to make the gravy, he would be whisking like this. Okay, so I'm pouring it in, he would be whisking, he would say, that's good. You know, and I stopped pouring, you know what I mean? And when you get that gravy consistency or that cheese consistency that you're looking for, you know you're on right track, okay? Or you could be the one that's whisking and you let the kids or your husband or whoever pour the liquid in or the milk or the cheese in, whatever, okay? So, but I'm gonna show you, so no worries. Thank you so much. I can't wait to make your recipe, says Brandy. Hey, listen, you're very welcome. I'm here for you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Gina, can we see you make your version of cherry yum yum dessert? Minnie, I am not sure what cherry yum yum dessert is. Tell me what it is. Oh, you love the waterfall. Thank you. I don't know. Tell me what the cherry yum yum is. I have no clue what that is. Oh, he says, I never heard of it either. Any other holiday questions? I tell you what, I can smell that chicken right now, and it smells good. Oh my goodness. So today I made a video for you all. Oh, he says cherry yum yum is great. I didn't even know what it is. I never heard of it. Black Gold, how are you? Hello. Okay, she said it's Southern, basically a cherry cream pie. Oh, okay, I'll have to look into that. I've never heard of it. Hold on, let me get this crazy person out of here. Oh, Lord. Okay, they're out of here. I'll look it up. I will. I'll look it up because it really does sound interesting. I'm doing fine, Edith. How are you? Okay, he says it has cherry pie filling, cream cheese, and Cool Whip. Oh, and see, that sounds like something I would love. It really does. Okay, so My Holy King says, at Black Gold, I'm good. Gina always makes me hungry. How are you? Today I'm having a good day. Gina, I think she's talking about the cherry dessert from a recent video. Is she talking about, oh, you watched that video, Black Gold? Okay. Oh, okay, Gina, not to change, but the Shack book. Okay. So let's get to the, okay. So now, somebody had asked me a question because they're reading the book that I had suggested. And, okay, so I'm speaking of the Shack book, okay? And your question, let me get my phone so I can see my email. Okay, hold on. This is kind of exciting here because I want to be able to answer this for you. Hold on, let's see. I got so many emails. Lord, I got so many emails. Ooh, y'all won't believe how many emails I got. Look, and let's see if I show you right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right there it says 46,301. That's probably emails that I probably haven't even opened. You hear me? That's probably emails I probably haven't even opened. And they always tell me, delete some of your emails. I ain't even read the emails yet. All right, let's see. Let me get to her email, and I want to answer your question for you. Let's see, if I go to sent, there it is. Okay. So now you tell me, I'm going to answer your question. Yes, Sea Life, that's a lot, right? I'm going to answer your question about the book. So now, tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm all off track, you say, Gina, you ain't even in the vicinity of what I'm asking you. Okay? Because it's a lot to read. Okay. So, on the part of the book, I think that you were asking, so what happened? Because Mac, it's winter time and he's at the shack, right? But what happens is, as he takes a step forward, he takes another step forward. It's freezing cold. It is winter time. It's ice everywhere and it's quiet as all get out. But as he gets closer to the shack, what he noticed was, as he gets closer to the shack? Yeah. What he noticed was, as he took a couple more steps, he could hear the birds singing all of a sudden like it was summertime. And then the crocuses started coming up out the ground. He could start to see spring flowers starting to bloom, and all of these colors, I'm answering somebody's question, and all of these colors, he said the colors were so beautiful. I've never seen the colors so beautiful in my life before, right? So he's really getting freaked out because it was just wintertime. So this just happens. It was in the wintertime, but all of a sudden, every step that he started taking, things started happening. And then he started seeing like deers and stuff, like what is happening here? The birds are singing, butterflies and all that. Okay, so that's how that was meant to be in the book. So you didn't miss anything right there, okay? But then when it came to, his wife called God Papa, right? He received the letter saying, I'll see you at the shack, love, Papa. He thought somebody was playing a trick on him. But because he know there's nobody in the world that called God Papa but his wife. He knows his wife didn't play a trick on him. And he's thinking, the mailman done played a trick on me. Somebody played a trick on me because there was no footprints by the mailbox. He asks the mailman didn't even run that day because they would have seen the mailman tracks in the snow. He asks his best friend, asks everybody, was y'all playing a trick on me? Come on, I know you was playing a trick on me, right? And then he thought about it, like the only person that would say Papa is my wife. So he decided that he gonna go to the shack, okay? So tell me if I'm on track. Mildred, tell me if I'm on track. Am I on track getting to your question? Tell me if I'm on track. Hold on, I'm gonna go to your email. Hold on. You on track? Okay. So now, okay, let me get back to your email. Okay, hold on, guys. My husband's asked me, am I hungry? He messaged me. I told him I'm not hungry. Hold on, let me tell him I got chicken in the oven. I got chicken in the oven. He gonna say, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, he just read it. He about to say, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, he said, yep. Okay, back to your email. Okay. But let's see, I just assumed it, even though Mac. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. It was icy and slippery every step, right. Yes, it was icy. It was slippery. Now, when he went to the mailbox, listen, when he went to the mailbox to get the mail, he slipped. He hit his head, and he hit his head hard. He busted his head open, wide open, okay? So I want to tell you that. Okay. So when he's on his way to the shack, he got a head that's busted open. Nobody knows about it. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Mac to the shack. Didn't see. Yeah. He didn't rip up the letter. He had the letter in his pocket. The letter was in his pocket, okay? Okay, the chirping of the songbirds and broke the icy silence. Yes. So you're right on track. Let's see, you lost. Okay. If someone. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to read, this is so interesting. I want to read page 78 and 79 because it's been a couple years since I read this. My favorite book, but it's been a couple years, so the voice that he was hearing. Oh, okay, so let me read 78 and 79. So, it says, taking one last, this is the top of page 78. Taking one last look at Missy's picture before sliding it into the pocket of his shirt, alongside of the note. So the note was in his pocket, that was right here, and the note was always in his pocket, okay? If they found him dead, at least they would know who had been on his mind, okay? Because Missy's picture was in his pocket, okay? The trail was treacherous. The rocks, icy and slippery. Every step took concentration. As he descended into the thickening forest, it was everly quiet, okay? The only sounds he could hear were the crunch of his steps on the snow and the heaviness of his breathing. Max started feeling as if he was being watched. That's scary, right? He started feeling as if he was being watched. And once he even spun around quickly to see if anyone was there, right? As much as he wanted to turn and run back to the Jeep, his feet seemed to have a will of their own, right? Oh, man. I'm telling y'all, she said, yes. This is nuts. This book is the best. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, if you ain't read it, you better read it. You better read it. Okay. So come on, Gina. Get back on track, Gina. Okay, he was feeling like he even spun around quickly to see if anyone was there. As much as he wanted to turn around to his Jeep, his feet seems to have a will of their own, determined to continue down the path and deeper into the dimly light and increasingly dense wood. Suddenly, something moved close and startled him, froze, silent and alert. With his heart pounding in his ears, you know how you can hear your heart pounding in your ears? You can hear like a do-do, right? So that's what he was hearing. Okay, suddenly he moved close. Something startled him and froze him, silent and alert, which his heart pounding in his ears and his mouth suddenly dry. He slowly reached behind his back, sliding his pistol from his belt, snapping off of the safety. He peered intensely into the dark underbrush, trying to see or hear anything that might explain the noise and slow the rush of adrenaline. But whatever had moved had now stopped. Whatever moved had stopped. Was it waiting for him? Just in case, he stood motionless for a few minutes before he began again, inching his way further down the trail, trying to be as quiet as possible. The forest seemed to close in on him and began to seriously wonder if he had taken the wrong path, okay? Out of the corner of his eye, he again saw a movement and instantly crouched down, peering between the low branches, right? Like looking between some tree branches of a nearby tree. Something ghostly like a shadow slipped into the brush, or he had only imagined it. Again, he waited, not shifting a muscle. Was that God? That's what he says to himself. He doubted it. And then he says, maybe an animal. He couldn't remember if there were wolves up here. Maybe a deer or elk would have made more noise. And then the thought he had been avoiding. What if it was something worse? This is the book, y'all. You got to read it, okay? What if it's something worse? What if I had been lured up here, but for what? That's what he asked us. That's what he asked himself. Slowly rising from his hiding place, the G-U, you know how to spell it, still drawn. He took a step forward when suddenly the brush behind him seemed to explode. Mac whipped around, scared and steady, to fight for his life. But before he could squeeze the trigger, he recognized the rear and the rear of a badger. It was an animal. It was an animal. The noise that was happening was an animal. It was the rear of a badger scampering up the trail. He slowly exhaled and he breathed. He hadn't realized he had been holding on to something, right? He lowered it and shook his head like, oh, Lord, is that all it was? It was a badger? Okay. All right. Mac, the courageous, had been reduced to just another scared boy in the woods. Snapping the safety back on, he tucked it away. Someone could get hurt, he thought with a sigh of relief. Taking another deep breath and exhalting slowly, he calmed himself, determined that he was done being afraid. He continued down the path, trying to look more confident that he felt. He hoped he hadn't come all this way for nothing. If God was really meeting with him, if God was really meeting him here, he was more than ready to get a few things off his chest. Respectfully, of course, okay? A few turns later, he stumbled out of the woods into the clearing. At the far side and down the slope, he saw the shack. He stood staring. His stomach was in a ball of motion and turmoil. On the surface, it seemed that nothing had changed. It's like, it's a dirty old shack, right? Other than the winter stripping of the deciduous trees and white shroud of snow that blanketed the surroundings. The shack itself looked dead and empty, but as he stared, it seemed for a moment to transform into an evil face, twisted in some demonic grimace, looking straight back at him and daring him to approach. Ignoring the rising of panic he was feeling, Mac walked with resolve down the last 100 yards up to the porch. Up to the porch, the memories and horror of the last time he stood at the door came folding back, and he hesitated before pushing it open. Hello? He called, but not too loud. He didn't say it loud. He said it not confident. He probably said, hello? He probably said it like that, right? Instead of saying, hello? He was like, hello? Right? Anybody here? He called again. This time louder, hello. Anybody here? His voice echoed this time off the emptiness inside. Feeling bolder, he stepped in completely across the threshold and stopped. As his eyes adjusted in the dimness, he began to make out the details of the room. By the afternoon, light filtering through the broken windows. Stepping into the main room, he recognized the old chairs and the tables. Mac couldn't help himself as his eyes were drawn to the one place that he could not bear to even look. Okay? Even after a few years, that faded away. The stain was still clear and visible on the wood. Near the fireplace, near the fireplace where they had found Missy's dress. He says, I'm so sorry, honey. Tears began to well up in his eyes, and finally in his heart exploded like a flash flood, releasing his pent-up anger and letting it rush down the rocky canyons of his emotions. Turning his eyes heavenward, he began screaming in anguished questions. Why? Why did you let this happen? Why did you bring me here? Of course, all the places to meet you. Why here? Wasn't it enough to kill my baby? Do you have to toy with me too? I'm in blind rage. Mac grabbed the nearest chair and flung it at the window. It smashed into pieces. He picked it up with one of the legs and began destroying everything he could. Groans and moans of despair and fury burst through his lips as he beat his wrath into a terrible place. He says, I hate you in a frenzy. He pounced on his rage until he was exhausted and spent despairing defeat. Max slumped onto the floor next to the stain. He touched it carefully. This was all that was left of Missy as he lay next to the stain. Okay, so now I'm going to answer you what happens here. Okay, so tell me the part that you're confused, because I went on to page 80. Tell me where you're confused. Tell me where you're confused. She said, I'm just getting in. I have no clue what's going on. I am reading a book. I'm reading a book and I'm trying to answer a question about the book. Tell me where you're confused about the book now. Tell me and I can answer it. I just had to read that little bit. On page 79, the white picket fence. Okay, so what happens is the white picket fence, the whole, okay. So let me tell you this. The whole shack, just in an instant, turns into this beautiful house. It was a dirty shack. It was nasty. He had a horrible memory in there. All of a sudden, every step that he took, he's like, wait, what is happening? Okay, it turns into this beautiful house. It has the white picket fence. And there's flowers outside. And then there's people in the inside. Lights turn on and he could smell collard greens cooking. Okay? Okay, so you didn't miss nothing. You didn't overread anything. What's about to happen next is where you're about to really start to understand all kinds of stuff. Okay? He's not psycho. Oh my gosh, the book is so good. The book is so good. Listen, all of a sudden he smelled collard greens. He hear music playing. Something crazy happens in this book. Those that just came in, I'm reading a book. And the book is The Shack. It is a Christian book, although it doesn't sound like it. But something wild happens in this guy's life, and he's trying to figure out what's happening, right? But from here, Mildred, you are going to totally understand what happens from here. You didn't miss anything. You didn't forget anything. Everything that you're reading is right. You didn't get lost anywhere. I told you he's like hooked on collards. Okay, so listen, I just want you to keep on reading. It's such a good book. I could have read it for the rest of the night. No, don't watch the movie. Read the book. Read the book. I want you to read the book. Read the book. Read the book. Read the book first. Please don't watch the movie. Watch the movie second. Let me see. Let me look at the book right now. Hold on. It's The Shack. Okay, so listen. Okay, here's what happens. On page 84. Yeah, Gina, you are a great story reader. Get out of here. Gina, you're a great story reader. Thursday story night would be so cool. Oh, okay, so Veronica says, I love it. She says, and I see the movie. So now on page 80, 83 and 84. Okay, she said the book is good. Okay, so page 83 and 84 is when God's going to come into play. Okay? And that is when you better hold on to your seat. It's not scary. It's interesting. It's eye-opening. You may laugh. You may cry. You might be a little scared. But you're actually going to learn some stuff too. It is so unique. Best book out there. Best book out there. I love how this book was put together. And then the end is going to take you for a twist and a turn. And you say, wait, do I got to read this book all over again? That's what you're going to say. They made it to where you feel like that, but you don't. And then when you watch the movie, you're going to say, oh my goodness. So good. Mildred, you're right on track. You're right on track. You didn't miss nothing. You didn't misunderstand anything. You didn't overread anything. You're right on track. Veronica says, it is intriguing. Yes, it is. Hey, I got to check my chicken. Y'all stay right there, okay? Okay, she says, God is that be the voice he be hearing from the porch? Is that the voice that he's hearing from the porch? God, is that the voice he's hearing from the porch? I'm going to let you keep reading. I'll let you keep reading. I'll let you keep reading. I'll let you keep reading. It's nuts. It's totally nuts. This is a great story. But like I said, you keep on. And you know, I'm going to probably wind up reading this to you guys because I feel like y'all would totally love it. And I love to read this book. I just hate that my eyes aren't the greatest, you know. I'll have to put on my readers, you know, so I can really read it. But yeah, this book right here, listen here. My sister gave me this book, and that was the best thing she's ever given me, is this book right here. It's crazy. Like when I read, I like to read with expression, like how they would be saying or how they would be feeling. I hate to hear somebody read and they just sound so plain, like the boy walk. It's like, come on, put some expression in it. I love you too, Lynn. Thank you. Check your food. Let me check. Oh, woo! That chicken looks good, buddy. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. My chicken is done. Woo, that chicken looks good. Uh-huh. Dakota! 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 Did you hear me? Okay, my chicken's looking good. I'll probably take it out in about 10 minutes. Got some good color onto it. And I'm gonna throw some green beans together. We got mashed potatoes. All right, how's everybody doing? I think everybody was freaked out. But like I said, this book is a Christian book. But what happened, why it seemed kind of scary, you know, what I was reading, because tragedy happens in this guy's life. And then he's just trying to figure out, after something happens, what's going on. You know, because he feels like he got a letter from somebody telling him to go to the shack. And he's thinking, he's not sure why he's getting this letter, but he's really curious, and he went to the shack. But what he's going to find in that shack is unbelievable. Oh, you're cooking chicken too and green beans. Okay. Mega Squad. I've actually never heard of you, Mega Squad. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to make anybody that I'm not familiar with your name a mod. So sorry about that. Oh, don't say that. He's peeking in your window with a bowl of collard greens. See, Oh man, this book is nuts. This book, Mildred, listen here. Any time of the night, you message me and tell me, girl, I'm sitting here, I can't sleep, I'm reading a book and I can't put it down. You can message me. Let's see, somebody thought you might like this recipe. And see if you have your own. Oh, okay. I just told Dakota to close the blinds. Dakota, come on. Close your blinds. Oh, yes, I make good. Okay, she says, okay. Keep reading because everything's getting ready to come together. There is somebody in my driveway. I just got the message, but it's my husband. Go ahead and close them curtains, please. In the office and turn on some lights outside. And then get me those 3 cans of green beans, okay? I'm gonna throw some green beans on and dinner is done. How many of you had a good time tonight? Uh-oh, my Holy King said, I'm gonna get it. I'm getting the book. Yes. I took my lashes off when he went to the shack. I took my lashes off when he went to the shack. Did you get scared? It's still daylight there. Okay. Who said they took their lashes off when he went to the shack? How do you make good cookie batter? I have a couple recipes how to make cookie dough. Okay, you said you love the way I read. Yeah, even when I was younger, I would always read like with like they tell you to read with passion. Although I can sit here and also say that I don't like reading. I don't like reading, but this right here, I'll read it a million times. That's how good it is. And every time you read it, you see something new. And it's like, wait a minute, I gotta read that again. Give me 3 cans of green beans, okay? And you know they're in the pantry in the hallway. You open them for me and I'll season them, okay? Oh, Debbie Parker just brought it. Okay, that's great. Okay, you said Debbie Parker just bought it. Okay, great. Well, Debbie, you let me know. Let me know how it's going. Lily, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Okay, she said, yep, and I'm excited. You should be. Like I said, it's Christian. It's Christian-based book. Look at him sneaking some fish. Look, hold on.
I only got one.
Sneaking some fish. Look at there.
I only got one.
Only got one. Sneaking some fish in the tank.
I only got
one. He only got one, Lord.
I only got one.
Oh, Lord, it's another fish.
He's a meanie, yeah.
And he's a meanie, too. Oh, my goodness. You see the bag floating? Look at the bag floating at the top.
Yeah,
oh, my. They're saying, hey, Mr. Young.
Hey.
He said, hey. But I tell you what, we love.
You called me.
He said, I called him. He gonna cut.
I was trying to sneak in the middle of your little conversation.
He said he tried to sneak in real quick. I was wondering why he didn't speak. Because he was sneaking in with the bag. They said you got busted.
Cold busted, man. I admit it.
He said he got cold busted. He admitted. Honey, they're saying that, look, he's saying the dog face puffer fish. That is such a funny name, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Okay, you want to know the writer of the book? Okay. Thank you, Dakota. And go ahead and open it. Okay, let me see. The writer of the book is W.M. Paul Young. But I do have to tell you, you want to get this one, okay? This is the one you want. You don't want it to say anything else. Make sure you got the right one. It's just plain old The Shack, okay? Plain old the shack, where it says where tragedy confronts eternity. Right here it says where tragedy confronts eternity, the shack. This is the one you want. You don't want another one. Don't accidentally get the wrong one and then you reading the wrong one. 3 of them, open it for me, okay? I need a half a stick of butter and I need chicken powder. Okay, I'll season it and I'll turn it on. I just need you to get those 2 out for me and hand them here for me. Oh, the dog face is a saltwater fish. Okay.
Yeah, he's a saltwater.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a saltwater fish.
Okay. Oh, you're back, Alan. Okay. Oh, you're late. Okay. It's okay, Danae. Having a great night, Gina, is fun. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying your night. I'm glad you're, I pray that we all have a great time when we come on here live, you know. I really do. Absolutely. I'm glad. I'm glad my stomach settled down a little bit. Yes. Okay, so the book is by W.M. Paul Young. All right, and listen, from the beginning of this book to the end of this book, you're going to be on the edge of your seat. You're going to be holding on tight like you riding a roller coaster. Yes. I know sometimes when I was reading this book, my husband be looking at me like, she's nuts. I know she's nuts. And I would always tell him, I'm like, you want to read it? And he'd say, no. I said, you want to read it? No. I'm like, well, do you want me to read it to you? And he'd say, no. So, do you want to know about it? He'd say, no. What is, you said, what? This ministry on TBN. Was that a ministry? No, it wasn't. Oh, you said, so this is not a book. Here's the thing, Jackie. You said, should you read it before bedtime? It's not a scary book, so I don't want you to think it's scary at all. It can feel a little scary at times, but it's not meant to be scary. Something just tragic happens, and then something, like they say where tragedy confronts eternity. So there is some good things that happens in here. Eula, we're just talking about a book. Did you like the movie? I liked the movie. I liked all of the actors in the movie. I like how they put it together. But I can definitely say that the book was more detailed. But the end of the movie helped me to actually see something that I didn't realize in the book. Hold on, guys. I got to take my chicken out. Hold on. Woo, that chicken looks good. Oh, my goodness. Uh-huh. He didn't even open the thing for me. Dakota, you gonna open the green bean cans for me? I need a little bit more salt. Do you know how to open this? Huh? I need 3 of these open. I need this, and the chicken powder. Okay, and I'll put that in. I need you to do it for me. Hold on, guys. I'm putting my dinner rolls in. Open that. Where's my pan? Hold on. Alright, we're going to turn this on low. I need the juice in there. Wham bam. Alright, y'all don't let me forget my dinner rolls, okay? Let me put this stuff. You hear me? Come on. Put all this up. You hear me? Okay, I'm coming. You know how to turn this on low? All right, straighten all this up. Put put the spices away and straighten that counter. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got the green beans going. I got the dinner rolls in. And chicken is done and it's beautiful. And earlier I made a video for how to make holiday mashed potatoes. So those are the mashed potatoes we're gonna have with dinner. What kind of dinner rolls do you like, Gina? I like yeast dinner rolls. And Miss Schubert's, or Sister Schubert's, let me see the name brand, is the type that I like to have if I don't make them homemade. So let me see. Sister Schubert's, and it says Parker House style yeast rolls. Sister somebody. Ron, did you have a great birthday? I hope that you had an amazing birthday the other day. It was so nice to be able to sing happy birthday to you. I'm just taking some of the oil off of my face because my face gets oily sometimes. Do you like pecan pie? Here's the thing. When it comes to pecan pie, I like it, but it's not like my favorite. My favorite is cherry pie. I like apple pie. I like peach pie. Sometimes I like to say that pecan pie can be a little sweet. You know? Gina, what book you talking about? I'm talking about the Shack book. This one here. Talking about the Shack. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Yes, I'm doing scallop potatoes. I was going to say today. I ain't doing it today. I'm doing scallop potatoes. Absolutely. I'm getting you all ready for the holidays. Everything that you guys want to see me make for the holidays, I'm going to make it for you before the holiday. That way you guys can be set. You're going to have a video for whatever you're looking for, or it's going to be alive, okay? So nobody's going to have to stress out because you're going to have Gina Young right at your fingertips. Now, one thing that I highly suggest is that you go out to a dollar store. Go to a dollar store and get you some of those aluminum pans. Those aluminum pans are like a lifesaver when you're making holiday stuff, and they don't cost a lot. So if you go to, I don't know what type of dollar store you have, you can get you some of those disposable pans, and you can carry them to your loved one's house and then just leave it there. You know what I mean? Because they can just toss it. And you don't have to worry about your family members keeping your favorite baking dishes and stuff like that, you know? Yes, 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 yes. Did you get my question? I didn't get your question, Alan. What is your question? Can you make homemade cranberry? You know, I'm making homemade cranberry salsa. Yep. It is a It is an easy cleanup. Yes, it is. Gina, mac and cheese with hot dogs? I don't know about that, Joey. Xander, how are you? Thank you for coming back in. Yes, better get your turkeys quick. What kind of punch do you make for Thanksgiving? Oh, great question, Alan. Okay, so growing up at my house when I was younger, I used a recipe that my grandma Seward would use, which was my mom's mom, the one that lived in Chillicothe. What they did was they took 7-Up, they took sherbet ice cream, and Hawaiian punch. Put it in a big punch bowl, okay? So you put the 7-Up in a punch bowl, the different color sherbets in a punch bowl, and the Hawaiian punch, and it is gorgeous. You don't have to put the sherbet in the punch bowl if you don't want. You can put the sherbet in everybody's glass. And then you pour the 7-Up and Hawaiian Punch on top of the sherbet. That's the holiday drink that I had as a kid. And I like to do that for my family. It's good. It's good. The adults love it. The kids love it. Okay? So it's delicious and it's really interesting. Yes, really interesting. I feel like I can definitely show that to you all. And I can definitely show you all another special drink that I like to make. It does sound good, right? It's simple and it's delicious. And like I said, so you have like a beautiful glass for everybody. Give everybody like a scoop and a half of sherbet. You know, the green, the orange, and the pink or whatever. And then you put that Hawaiian Punch and 7-Up in there. And it fizzes. It tastes good. Oh, I never heard of that, Brenda. Okay, so Robert is saying, Gina, I checked out your eggnog recipe. I think I might try it this year. You should definitely try it because it's easy. You see it didn't have no eggs in it because a lot of people steer away from it and they say, oh, nope, I don't want it. I don't want nothing with raw eggs in it. But then I like to tell them, hey, listen, I don't put raw eggs in mine. And it's good. Oh, it's like a melted down milkshake. It's so vanilla-y. What do you say, vanilla-y? It has a really nice vanilla flavor. It's just gorgeous. And when it's real cold, you could put rum in it. You could put any type of dark liquor in it. Some people like to do that. Or you could just drink it on ice and it's delicious. Oh, apple pie sangria. That sounds good. Okay, I got the green beans on, right? Ooh, don't let me forget my rolls. Open the oven up so I can look at my dinner rolls. And dinner is ready. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Is the oven on?
Yeah.
You sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. Press start just to make sure. I don't remember turning it on. It is on 3 what? You sure? Okay. Okay. Yes, Sonia. Sonia, you gotta read it. Gotta read it. You're cooking big for today. It's this meal was actually supposed to be made on Saturday, and I didn't make it. I was on live with you guys, and I forgot to make dinner. And then yesterday, I was in the bed all day. So I said, I looked at the date on the chicken. I said, well, the chicken's still good. I said, I'm definitely making it today because I don't want that chicken to go bad. And I was making these gorgeous potatoes. It turned out so delicious. So this is our dinner for today. I'm with you on the Judy Blume. I love her book called Forever. It became a movie. The theme song was Dreams by, oh, I never heard of that. Okay. Good night. Thank you for coming in, Joey. It does sound delicious, right? So now tomorrow I will be, let's see, I kind of got a busy day tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing another holiday recipe, and that video will be put out in the evening time. It's going to be something you all have been asking for, okay? So I know you're excited about that. I'm really excited. And then I feel like I might do just one video tomorrow because tomorrow evening I have something that I need to do that's really important. So on Wednesday, I'll come back with 2 holiday recipes, okay? And then on Thursday, we're going live. Okay? Okay, okay, okay. And when we go live on Thursday, it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday is always 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? So make sure you make a note so you can join us because we're going to have a lot of fun. All holiday dishes from here on out, okay? All holiday dishes from here on out. You do? You want to dance? Okay. Hey, well, dance. Have a good time. I think you might be excited about the book. I think that's why you want to dance. I think that's why you want to dance. And you should. You listen. Oh, you said you're excited? Okay, this is great. Gina Young forgot to make dinner. When? I just made dinner. I got chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, dinner roll. Let me check my dinner rolls. I can start talking to y'all and just totally forget about my stuff. Hold on. Ooh-wee, dinner rolls looking good. Oh, yeah. All right, my dinner rolls are almost done. Green beans are almost done. So now, when it comes to Thursday, I'll let y'all choose. But if it gets too confusing, I'm just going to do it myself. If it gets too confusing, I'm just going to decide myself. So y'all try your best to kind of work with each other and, you know. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you is on Thursday, hold on, that's me moving the camera. On Thursday, when we cook live at 6 p.m., would you all like to see, well, this is a work day for you all. So I'm going to write down 4 recipes, and y'all tell me which one you would like to see. Although, Thursday, please keep in mind that I know you guys are going to be working. So y'all let me know which one you want to see. Do you want to see, hold on, let me write it down. Do you want to see sweet potato pies being made on Thursday? All right. Do you want to see dressing? Now listen, keep in mind that Saturday I'm going live too. Okay, dressing on Thursday. All right. Sweet potato pie. Do you want to see dressing? Or do you want to see, remember this is Thursday now, and we do have Saturday. Because I feel like one of the meals is going to take a nice amount of time. You might want to pick that for Saturday. Or I'm definitely going to pick one of the meals that takes a nice amount of time, like baked mac and cheese. That's definitely going to have to be made. If y'all want to see it on a live, it's going to have to be made on a Saturday when nobody's working. You know what I mean? So I think the 2 that I'm trying to decide is, for Thursday, sweet potato pie and dressing. Which one would y'all like to see more on Thursday? Your hands are folded and you're begging for dressing. I can see you doing this. Dressing, and I'm not folding. Okay, this is great. Okay, so I'm seeing most people say, uh-oh, let me see. Okay. All right. Okay, looks like Thursday is going to be dressing. Okay, it's set in stone. Boom. I'm writing it down. Thursday, 6 p.m., we're doing the dressing, okay? This is going to be dressing. Now, what I'm going to teach you all is I'm going to be telling y'all when, that's what Danny, what's your name? Donnie or Danny? I know a lot of people are saying right now, okay, so what type of dressing? Is it going to be crouton? Is it going to be cornbread? I mixed the 2. Check me out, okay? Now, but what I'm also going to tell you is if you want to turn that recipe that I make on Thursday into straight cornbread, you can. Okay? So nobody's going to have to be like, oh, okay, but I wanted to see the cornbread. Okay? Because I'm going to be showing you that that same recipe that we do on Thursday, you can do it all cornbread. Okay? You can do it all crouton. You know, or you can mix the two like I'm going to do. I'm going to mix the cornbread, I'm going to mix the croutons together, and we make a match made in heaven, okay? Talk about delicious, easy, quick, and simple, okay? And see, Latika right there, she's saying, I put meat in my dressing. Absolutely. That's something great that you can do. And I just might, okay? I just might put some meat in there to show you guys how that would go. I might have like some shredded chicken or something and throw it in there for you, just to show you if you wanted to do that, how you would do it, okay? Oh, see, you said, yes, you could put sausage in it. So many different things. I'm gonna, you know Gina Young, I'm gonna give you all type of options of what you can do and how you can do it. So I really want y'all to have a pen and pad, okay? So you can take notes so yours can be the best at your family's holiday, okay? So we're starting off with the banger because we're getting started early. And we've already did mashed potatoes. We did the corn, the scallop corn, or the corn pudding. And we have done green bean casserole so far. So Gina is on a ball, and like I said, listen, you don't want to be one that doesn't come to that live, or you don't watch the video, because you're gonna miss out. Don't miss out. You want to make the best recipe for your family, and I'm gonna show you how. All right. Yes, okay, I see, yes, Sophie. Sophie says homemade sweet potatoes. I'm gonna show you how to make homemade sweet potatoes, homemade candied sweet potatoes, sweet potato casserole, sweet potato pie. We're doing all of it, okay? And I got a short amount of time to do it. Okay, but we are gonna get it done with God on our side, all right? Y'all, all I need y'all to do is have a pen and paper at hand. Thursday dressing, so I'm gonna pick up all my ingredients. Probably Wednesday, I'll get all my ingredients ready. And then I'm gonna put in the community post. That's why it's important that you subscribe, that you click on the notification bell so you can press that all button, because you gotta be notified when I post a community post. Let me get my rolls, hold on. All right, looking good. We got dinner rolls, baby. Dinner is ready. I'll give the green beans about 5 more minutes. Got green beans, dinner rolls, mashed potatoes, and chicken. Okay?
Good. You trying to get married again?
Oh, yes.
You trying to get married again?
Can you say, okay, okay. I just told my husband what was for dinner. I said, honey, we got green beans, we got homemade mashed potatoes, baked chicken, and dinner rolls. He said, you trying to get married again? I said, okay. That's why I was screaming. Is that Polo peeking? Let me see. It's both of them. Look at them. Look at them. They love each other so much. You see Prince up front and Polo in the back. Look at those babies. Oh my goodness. They are the sweetest babies ever. Oh, I love them. Sorry about my pencil in the way. I think I'm gonna let my green beans cook for about maybe 5 more minutes. They do match the rug. I know, if you don't be careful, you step on them. Okay. Okay, great question, Miss Love. Great question, and that's why I'm glad you came in here. Okay, I love when you guys ask me questions. So now, Miss Love says, Gina, do we cook our cornbread ahead of time? Please do so. If you're cooking with Gina Young, cook it ahead of time. Okay, cook it ahead of time, and I just have to tell y'all, I'm using Jiffy. I'm using Jiffy, okay? If you are making a small amount of dressing, just use one cornbread, one Jiffy, and cook it according to the box, right? Just cook it. You know, whatever they ask for, just, you know, cook it that way, okay? And then you take it out, and then I'll show you what to do from there. So when I come on the live, my cornbread will already be done. I'm gonna show y'all how to chop it up and then what we do from there. Because really quick and simple, we're gonna throw everything all together. Now, I do use if you're making a large amount, get a lasagna pan. The aluminum lasagna pan, and it'll literally say aluminum lasagna pan. It's the big deep one. If you're not making a whole bunch, just get a little pan, you know, okay? Or you could use a cake pan, which is like a 9 by 12, 9 by 13 or something like that, all right? Great, great, great question there. If you want to put meat in yours, like chicken or sausage, you could even like boil it ahead of time. If it's chicken, let's just say you wanted to put like a chicken breast in there or a chicken thigh, 2 chicken thighs. Boil it, get it done and cooked. Have it nice and shredded or chopped down. You can be prepared to put it in there. Or like they said sausage. A lot of people like to put that breakfast sausage in there or some type of ground sausage. You cook it ahead of time. And that way it can get folded in when everything's getting worked into that. And remember, a lot of you all had a question of how to make the sausage, I'm sorry, how to make the dressing moist. I'm gonna show you, and it'll be crispy on the outside. Look at the dogs fighting. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Look at them fighting. Hold on, where'd they go? I think they're playing. You may have heard them. They're making a lot of noise. I wonder who initiated it. Sometimes they be fighting. It was your late sister's favorite make for the holidays. Oh, okay. I've had a great time with y'all this evening. It was kind of nice to just kind of sit back, you know, relax and talk to you guys. And I had no cooking to do. Just dinner. That was kind of nice. Honey bun cake. I have never made one, but I do know how to make one. I'll have to do a recipe for you all. I feel like the world loves honey buns. My husband introduced me to the honey bun, you know, the donut that they have with like the glaze on it. I love them. And my husband told me one day, he said, listen, try it with a little bit of peanut butter on it. And I thought, peanut butter? I tried it with a little bit of peanut butter on it, and then you throw it in the microwave for literally just like, what, like 10 seconds? And you taste the honey bun, and it's so delicious. It's like a whole nother dessert. So maybe what we can do, okay, so definitely Thursday, we're gonna be doing homemade dressing. Saturday, we might turn around and either do the sweet potato pies and or the baked mac and cheese. It's gonna be one or the other, okay? Good night, Eula. Thank you for coming in and joining us. We really enjoyed having you. You said, now I want some honey buns. Me too. Me too. Oh, so what I was telling y'all last week, you're watching Gone to the Snow on TV. You're watching it live. Gina, have you ever made squash pudding? I have never had squash pudding, and I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it, but we love squash here at the Young's house. I don't know what that would be like. Get over here, boy. Get over here. Dakota. I think he got to use the bathroom. He's standing by the door. Dakota. Dakota.
Dakota.
I think the dog's got to use the bathroom. He's standing by the door. Take them outside. They got to use the bathroom. Okay, I've been eyeing Cinnabon for the longest. You know, in the frozen section, I don't know if they have it in your local market, but they sell Cinnabon cinnamon rolls, and I feel like they would be delicious. I really do. I have yet to try them, but the picture looks delicious. Oh, you like the savory with the sweet, uh-huh. Let's see. I don't know about cheese, butter. I don't know about cheese, but butter is good on a honey bun. I don't know about cheese on there. Thank you. Let's see. They could have been playing. They fight sometimes, they play. Sometimes I hear my husband say, "Hey, don't bite him." He's talking to one of the dogs. He'll say, "Hey, don't you bite him." Oh, okay, so Ellie is saying, I use chicken gizzards and turkey necks. I'll put them in a crock pot overnight, then I'll make my cornmeal cornbread in the morning. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, that's the way to do it. Hey, listen. No potato salad for Thanksgiving. No potato salad for Thanksgiving. We just don't do it. No potato salad for Thanksgiving. We're having all kinds of stuff, but we're not having potato salad. Not for Thanksgiving. Now, we're having deviled eggs. We do that. Oh, you used to love oatmeal cream pies. Yeah, uh-huh. No, thank you, Ron. Try the chicken feet. Yeah, Christopher says the potato salad is for the summer meals. I totally agree with you. Although, there is sometimes that I just want some potato salad, you know? But not really for when it starts getting cool outside. I am going to get ready to get off of here, okay? Got a busy day tomorrow. I got to meet with my YouTube manager. That'll be exciting, and that's going to happen tomorrow in the evening. So that's why I'm going to be doing one video tomorrow, but it's going to be a banging holiday video. You're going to want to see it. I'm going to get off of here, but I'm not going to get off of here without giving you all a big old hug. Okay, so y'all give me a hug. Make sure you're notified.
Give one for me today.
Oh, my husband said give y'all one for him too.
Yeah, give one for me today.
Because he appreciates y'all. So you're getting triple hugs. One from my husband and one from me.
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. Y'all come on in. Give me a big hug. Thank you all for coming in and joining Gina Young. Listen, when you come in, Gina Young's live. You become family. You can't get away from me now. You're stuck with me. But I enjoyed having you all so much. We had lots of clean fun today. Okay? And I was able to, hugs to Mr. Young. Yay! Thank you all. I said, Mr. Young, you were the best. Thank y'all. He said thank you.
So much.
He said thank you so much. Guys, we love y'all from the bottom of my heart, from our hearts. Okay, so y'all will see a holiday video coming tomorrow. That's going to be really exciting. Okay, same thing for Wednesday. It'll be 2 videos. Thursday, we are going live and we're going to be making homemade dressing. Now, let's talk about this real quick before I get off. My husband's laughing at me. He said I do that a lot. He said I do that when I'm recording too. He said he'll be ready to stop the camera and I'll be like, but wait, I gotta tell you something. And he's like, he didn't know what to do. Because he thought I was gonna stop talking. I seen myself doing that today too. I gotta stop doing that. He said, I'm glad you caught it. But I always have so much on my brain, I just want to say it all at once. Now I forgot what I was going to say. What the heck was I going to say? Crap. He said, give y'all another half an hour. Y'all good. I forgot what I was going to say. I know what I was going to say. I know what I was going to say. They're laughing. They are totally laughing. People are in here cracking up. Okay. What I was going to say. When I go live, seriously, if there's anything in the community posts that needs to be done ahead of time that can help y'all, like if we're putting celery and onions in our dressing, and you know we are, go ahead and chop it up. That way nobody is behind. I know I got a lot of light on me right now. That way nobody is behind.
That's a good word. Move it. That's a good way.
That way nobody is behind when I'm cooking.
Nobody's offended.
Okay, because I know sometimes I can be like, whoop, 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 whoop. I can go through them onions and celery real quick, and then everybody's like, wait, slow down. Okay, so cut your onions and celery ahead of time. Make your cornbread ahead of time. If you're not making for a whole bunch, just make one cornbread. Okay, we're going to have a good time on Thursday. It's never goodbye. I'll see y'all again, okay? I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to get off of here and get my husband fed. Okay, and I'm going to check in on that fish over there. See what type of fish what type of fish did he bring home?
No, don't you do that.
I love y'all, okay? I'll see y'all again, okay? Mildred, you emailed me about the book if you have any questions, but I told you, page 82 and 83, it really starts to get in depth of the book. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness. So you hold on to your seat while you're reading that book. All right, God bless you all. Good night.